First of all, thank you so much for having me. I'm so glad to be able to talk to you about Sitecore's use of AI and how we are approaching the safe, secure, and ethical use of AI, both within Sitecore and within our products. We've always had a focus on security, right? We understand security is critical to customer trust, and customer trust is critical to our role in partnering with our customers. We've always had controls in place to protect how we use data, how we collect it, how we process it, what we do in transit, at rest, who can access it, and how we delete it at its end of life. What this has meant is that we haven't had to add fundamentally new disciplines as we go about embarking on the AI journey ourselves and in support of our customers. What we have done is taken our AI policy and reissued it, and including a rename, right? We're signaling to everybody through our newly renamed responsible use of artificial intelligence policy how important that the responsible use part is. It's not just AI, it's the responsible use of AI. We align on fundamental principles aligned with global regulatory requirements, including transparency, fairness, accountability, privacy, security, reliability, and acceptable use. And it is our intention that all use of AI within Sitecore, internally, within our products, in support of our products, all usage of AI complies with this policy. When it comes time to what are we doing with our products, right? AI usage in our products, customers should be able to enable it or disable. It's their choice on whether and how you're going to use it. We won't train our models on your data. If you want to train a model, it's our intention that you will be able to bring your own model so you can control both your data and the underlying model. Again, all in support of responsible use and transparency of use of artificial intelligence. So obviously, transparency is essential to the responsible development, deployment, and ongoing lifecycle management of AI. It serves as a foundational principle for our approach as well. It's hard to trust something when you don't understand how it works, when you have no visibility into what's going on behind the curtain. For us, the easiest way for me to describe this is to quote from our policy in terms of our transparency methodology. To quote, "Where AI is used in our products and services, including support services, Sitecore will provide the appropriate information on the purpose of the AI use, the type of model, the data that's used, and the security, privacy, and human rights safeguards in place." That's pretty powerful, right? It means that we will always tell you what you're doing so that you don't have to guess. It's clear right up front. And just as an additional note, for our internal testing, right, we're focused on synthetic data. If we substantially generate AI content, we'll tell you, and we'll help you tell your customers. This is a really, really interesting question. People want their data to remain private, right? If you ask anybody, of course they want their data to remain private. But if you ask them, well, what kind of personalized experience do you want? They want the most personalized. They want a meaningful experience. And unfortunately, those two don't always align. So we need to figure out, how do we manage the tension between privacy and personalization? And the winners and leaders in this space are going to be the ones that figure that out. So the leaders are going to start with privacy-enhancing technologies, federated learning, synthetic data, and they're going to provide personalized experiences based on, but maybe not quite as meaningful because they're not fully personalized. The winners are going to figure out how to actually bring a real personalized experience to bear by having privacy as a design principle, right? That will include granular consent controls to allow users to choose what data is going to be shared and how it's used, to give users real-time transparency, give them a dashboard to show them what data is being used, how is it being used, and allow them to control that usage. And those that lead and win The people that just knock it out of the park are going to be those that figure out how to do contextual personalization based on a user's intent, right? Based on my current behavior, based on my session, my location, my device, not on my long-term profiling. And based on what I'm trying to do now. Don't figure out what I'm trying to do next week, but what is my intent now? Giving me a highly personalized experience based on contextual personalization and what I want to do today. It reduces the need for an invasive data collection, and it still delivers me that experience that really speaks to me today. That's what the winners and leaders in this space are going to do.